All right, let's talk about the win I took on NAS today. It was a tiny win, like it was a really tiny win based off of a base hit, and honestly, it was even out of session. Trump was speaking today at around 3 o'clock, around four. I don't know. It was supposed to be at three, but I think it was around 3:30 or four. But anyways, the market started reacting. So I'm just going to look at the price action of today's market open, and then I'm going to talk about the trade I took. So here we are at market open. Let me just go and do a bar replay at 9:30. All right, so at market open, we pretty much like we came down here, we shot back up, and we came lower. Okay, so we just made it a new low. So now what am I doing? I'm expecting price to retrace. However, if I draw a fib on this bad boy, this is a reversal because price came up in this. It didn't reverse at between the 50 and the 61, the golden range, the golden zone. Let me just turn those off. So the 61 to 50 price should have like respected this area, rejecting, started coming down, right? And with an engulfing, didn't get that. So as market open, I'm looking for buys and I'm expecting price to come down, respect a zone, and come back up. Okay. So as market open, that's my first candle. Okay, so it's a green candle. Boom. This is a rejection candle to that zone. So it's a red candle. So now I just need a green candle to take that red candle. All right, boom. We got that. So draw my zone. And I did not take this trade today. This is just low price action. So boom. That would have stopped that would have stomped me out immediately. The reason why I did not take this trade, actually, I think I, I think I was I think I was I think I was in this trade. I don't know. Why didn't I take this trade? I really don't know. Um, but this actually was a good setup because this red candle, it respected the hell out of the zone. It wicked and rejected, and then we engulfed with the green candle. And during its engulfing, we broke this zone. Okay. Honestly, I don't even know where this zone came from. So actually, that's why, because I think this zone was part of something I was back testing. So let me just get rid of these here. These not even this not even how I had the charts marked up. Okay, so how I had the charts marked up at this time, I had it marked up here. So that's why price didn't obey those zones because that wasn't a zone. That was some price action I was back testing. All right. Okay, boom. So this is how I had it. So okay, boom. So price broke. Um, yes, that's why I did not take the trade because this candle here, the zone was down here. Okay. So it was a little bit far away and we didn't really reject this zone. Low key, we kind of really rejected this zone to go down more. So this didn't make sense to me. So I didn't take it. So now this green candle just got engulfed, right? So this right here is a sign of indecision because we just wick at the bottom, which is a rejection more to this zone. However, we did not really take this zone. Also, we wicked here. So we can't go up, we can't go down. Price just printed above. And then as soon as that happened, we just engulfed that. So we're kind of in indecision right now, right? So I think what I did at this point in time today, I kind of just sat on my hands because I'm like, okay, this is some weird stuff. I can't read it. So let me just see where the market want to go. Okay. So we eventually broke out of that with this candle. Okay. Um Now I could have traded this red candle with a zone. Price came tap back in. But again, based off of this data here, I cannot read the market. So there's no way I would have had confidence to get to hop in this trade, right? There's no confluences, right? There's no data. That's more so me just playing the lottery. Statistical probability. If I keep doing stuff like that, I'm gonna lose a lot of money. Lose money. So let's see what happens. Okay, boom, right? So we broke out of that zone. Okay, this little red here, this is like a pullback. We try to pull back, we couldn't respect this zone. A little bit indecision. It's kind of like a doji. Boom, we broke, right? All right, so we about to start coming back down. So if I wanted to, I could have drawn it right here. And then the next candle, okay, well, that would have stopped me out. I'm glad I didn't do that. Why didn't I do that? Well, let's see. Well, here's a zone here. So I would have had this drawn. Okay, so let's look and see. Ooh, see, these zones are powerful, man. I tell you what. That's why I didn't do it. Because look, it's a zone right above it. We the same stuff, right? The same stuff we was doing here. We got here, right? And then we rejected here, but also we didn't go here. Then boom, we hop back, right? We brought back up, surpassed this zone. Then what did price do? Went right back down. So I think once I saw that, I'm like, yeah, this is looking like a no trade day for me, because what price is doing, we're rejecting the downside and we're rejecting the upside. So I think what happened at that point, I kind of just chilled out on price because I wasn't exactly sure. Now, if you look here at this area and this area, if I go to the 2 minute, this is an opportunity. Price could have touched back in and I could have went up there. So that's one thing I'm looking out for, is to switch between the 1 minute and the 2 minute to look out for different trade opportunities in the market where it's not as clean. Okay. So price just kept doing what it did today. Once I saw that slop, I pretty much was not interested in trading. So I pretty much set the day out. I think I got a baby crying in the background. All right, so let me hurry this up. Okay, so this is live today. So right today, around 4 o'clock, 4 p.m., price started going crazy. I honestly wasn't even on the charts. I was just like, I sat down at my computer and price started going crazy. And I'm like, whoa, like these candles, they ended up like this, but they weren't like this. Like they were thick, they were shooting, they were moving. I mean, like 9:30 market open, the candles were just like moving crazy. So once I saw price do that, I marked up this green zone. And then I waited for a price to tap me back in. And then right away, I just took it. I took it down here for a short win on today. The markets are moving kind of crazy. And what I did here, I did utilize. I switched to the 2 minute. So I switched from 1 minute to 2 minute. I seen how this engulfed that, and when price tapped me back in the 1 minute, I got in for a profit. So I don't really like how the charts was moving yesterday and today, but I am learning to just target internal liquidity. And what I mean by that, let me go back to the trading session for the day on prime time trading hours, which is 9:30 to 11:30. What I mean by that, instead of waiting for price to pretty much break these zones here, or come down here, what happens is there's internal liquidity that price could come here, come down here, and come back up. And if I'm paying attention and I'm looking to see how these handling these zones, this is something that I can actually, like if I come here, this is something I can take advantage of. So if I come here, I switch to the 2 minute. What do I see? I see internal liquidity. Like boom, price is coming here. Okay, what do I see? I see this candle is respecting this zone. This candle is respecting this zone. So all I need to do, right, is I need this candle to print above this zone, right? So as soon as price would have came and like got up here, and I'm on the 2 minute, I'm like, okay, what I could have did is I could have got in right up here, right? Probably put my stop loss. I wouldn't utilize the whole zone, but I would have probably put my stop loss right below this zone here, right? And been like, let me just take it up to here for a nice 1.7, right? On the 2 minute. Let me drop back to the 1 minute. So boom. And then what price do? Right? So it didn't quite hit the zone. And that's the thing. Like on the I could have got the entry. Like it's not necessarily trading on the 2 minute itself, right? Because it's different zones, right? But what it does show price in the different zones. These candlesticks is just representing price and this time. Price is still doing this thing here, and it went up and it returned here. Now I could still like, okay, price is respecting these zones on the 2 minute. However, when I go to the 1 minute, let's say if I'm on the 1 minute and I'm waiting for price to break the zone, boom, got in right. I could have got in a little early if I was looking on the 1 minute. I could have got in right here, put my stop loss below this high, realized that this is just revisiting this, and I could have took it to this zone here instead. This zone right here for a nice 1.3 on the 1 minute. So it's still a positive day, and just really learning to trade the same trading strategy in different markets. The market's a bit choppy from yesterday and today, but I took one loss yesterday. It wasn't heavy. It was according to my trading plan, and I earned a little bit today, right? Managing an account very well, which is what I'm most proud of. So that's it for today.